What's going on, everybody? Double Shot here, and this is going to be day 24 in my 31 days of horror video series. The film that I'm selecting is Chain Letter, and Chain Letter is a film that I don't know too much about. I just got this DVD recently, thanks to Chef Justin 23 for hooking me up with a copy of this. Very nice of him. He threw in 2 extra prizes in his contest, and I was lucky enough to get Chain Letter, which is the one that I wanted. I had my eye on it for a while. I don't think it's too old. Maybe like 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old. And ever since it came out, I kind of was wondering about picking it up eventually. And now I don't have to, wonder anymore since I received it in the mail. And I don't know much about it. I mean, I assume that it's about a chain letter. It seems pretty appropriate. Um, the tagline is "Pass it on or die," and it has Brad Dourif in it. And I like Brad Dourif. He's cool. I like seeing him in movies. Pretty awesome. And yeah, so I don't know really anything else. I'm just gonna go into it pretty blind, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it after I'm done watching it. So see you then. Okay, guys. So Chain Letter. It was from the year 2010. The plot's pretty simple. Follows a group of teens in high school, and they get a chain letter. It says that they must pass it on to 5 people within 24 hours, or if they break the chain, they die. Some pass it on, some don't, and basically a killer shows up and starts killing people in different ways, usually involving chains. It's a First off, let me just say I really like the opening of this movie and the ending. I thought the opening was kind of Saw-like, but I thought it was pretty crazy. I had fun with it. It was a good opening, good way to start the movie. Um, Overall, I thought the movie was it was okay. It was good in some aspects and some it wasn't. It's a really simple movie. There's not a whole lot of paying attention you have to do. There's not a whole lot of story. They try, but it doesn't really um, go anywhere. I guess it's kind of mindless entertainment, which I'm fine with. I like movies like that. Fun kills and stuff. The characters, the acting was, some did better than others, but it was all pretty decent. Brad Dourif was awesome. I really liked his character. Wish he would have got more screen time. Um, a lot of these actors, I was just checking around to see what some of them has been in because I seen a lot of familiar faces, but I couldn't quite figure out what they was from. And a lot of them, I was looking at their IMDb, and a lot of these people have been in other horror films. I think like everybody I was clicking on has been in something that I've seen, some other horror film. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remakes, um, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Cabin Fever 2, I think. There was a lot of them. Um, the Saw movies, just a bunch of different movies. I thought that was cool. I like when you have a horror movie with a lot of people that's been in other horror stuff. It's always fun like that. To me, I think probably the main problem with this movie is it feels like it jumps around a lot, and it's kind of all over the place, and it just skips from like scene to scene. Sometimes it doesn't feel so natural as I wish it would. I like the idea of the chain letter thing, the pass it on or you die. I think it's a solid, idea to make a movie around, but it just feels like, I don't know, they didn't really, it didn't feel polished enough, maybe a little bit more character development, so you could, connect or like the characters a little bit more, and that would have helped, maybe ironed out the story a bit and made it, a little bit more straightforward and not so all over the place, and I think it would have helped it a lot. But I did have fun with the movie, it wasn't like I was sitting there waiting for it to end or anything. I enjoyed the movie the whole way through, but by the end of it, I just thought that a lot of things could have been stronger. Um, at the very beginning, the first 20 minutes or so, I was really into it. I was liking where it was going, and as it went along, it kind of you know, went downhill a bit, but I still had fun with it. And yeah, I mean, it's cool seeing, like I said, it's cool seeing a bunch of familiar faces. You know, Brad Dourif was awesome. The kills were fun, and you know, there's definitely blood, which is always a good thing in horror movies. There's even a bit of nudity, which is also always good in horror movies. Um, I just was wanting a little bit more in this movie that with the story. I think that's what it comes down to. I wish it was explained a little bit better because it really seemed like it had a lot of potential and things going for it to where it could have been a great movie instead of just an okay or kind of good movie. Um, and yeah, that's just my feelings on it. I don't really have much to say about it. Like I said, it's a pretty simple movie, and I would probably rate it a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's worth checking out. You know, it's worth one watch at least. And that's my review on Chain Letter. See you guys day 25, I think. So peace out.